Hey Eric, Happy New Year. Was just curious what you saw out of Dayquon in his return yesterday.
But strong point of attack fundamentals. He did a nice job with some of the mid zone run schemes, and it was almost like he never left. And the sack that we had on third down, he and Ed did a nice job of working the pass rush concept that we had. But just really pleased for a person that's been away as long as he has. The timing was there, the rhythm was there. There were a couple of signs of rust, but not a whole lot. Just his presence out on the football field, the intelligence, the experience, the ability to communicate and organize the front four. Really pleased with the way he played.
You touched on it some there already, but just what does he bring to the defense as a whole when he's out there on the field?
He's a person that the group revolves around, and experience. He's a person that's going to produce. He's a person that's going to understand situations, communicate out on the football field, be an extension of the things that we've identified throughout the week in the meeting room, on the practice field, some of the must-haves, and also just the production. I mean, Dayquon is powerful, strong. He's a three-down player. So all of those things, will definitely to help you win, which he did yesterday.
Thanks.
Welcome.
Hey, Coach Washington, the Bills have allowed just one passing touchdown over the last 4 games. Your defense has, and you guys in that span have also just allowed 17.5 points per game. Why do you think the group has just been playing at a high level here to finish out the regular season?
Well, the guys they're competing with a lot of confidence. They're taking the defensive concepts that we're calling, and they're bringing those things to life. The concepts are only as good as the men who are actually executing and bringing those things to a place where they could actually help us. They're playing together. There's a lot of belief. There's a lot of communication. And anytime you can execute and get your hands on balls and put people behind the sticks. And I just think that the different levels are complementing each other. The rush is complementing the coverage, and the coverage is definitely complementing our pass rush. And we're doing a decent job, a good job of with our gap integrity. We haven't given up a lot of explosive runs. So all those things are conspiring to help us attain the type of production that you just mentioned.
And how does health help with all of that? It seems like you guys are continuing to get healthier. Obviously, you get Dayquon Jones back, which is huge for this defense. You're without a couple other players who have been out for quite some time in Matt Milano and Trey White. We know no Jordan Phillips yet either, but how does health go alongside of being able to really get after the quarterback and have the rush and coverage work together, like you said?
No question. Just like you said, we're getting players back. We're getting men back that understand how to play and do a great job of working with their individual groups and impacting the defense. You get Micah Hyde back out on the football field, one of the best ball hawking safeties in this business. I mean, that really helps you. That really helps you. And what he's doing, he's forcing that quarterback to hold on to the ball, which gives a rush an extra couple of steps. So when you could get guys back out on the field like Dayquon, like Micah Hyde, it's just a real boost to the morale of the defense and obviously the execution.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
Coach Washington, Mookie Hawkins, Waffle Sports 1080. Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let's just keep talking about, that good symmetry that you got with rushing coverage, and how has Rasul Douglas' impact has been very instrumental with that symmetry, because he's jumping things. You're pinning your ears back, and the guys are winning there. Your 4-man rush is winning. So how does that all just goes in sync together?
Well, it's a great benefit when you have the rush and coverage working together, like what we've seen the last couple of weeks. And Rasul, he's just a smart, heads up, situationally aware player, in addition to the exceptional talent, the length, and all those things. But he just has a real knack, a real feel when it comes to diagnosing passing concepts and doing that within the coverage. He's very aggressive. He's got the length. He's not going to give up anything over the top. But he just understands the passing game, and in that particular situation, when he's able to make a nice break on the football and deflect that, and Ed Oliver did a great job of rushing and then turning and retracing. Those are the types of things that they're just such a tremendous benefit. And he has come in and provided a huge boost for us, and we really appreciate that, and we're looking forward to more of that to come.
Absolutely. Talk about those benefits. How beneficial was it for Von Miller to be a healthy scratch yesterday?
Well, Von's leadership, his presence on the sideline, the enthusiasm, the selflessness, and Von was as enthusiastic down there yesterday as I've ever seen him, which says a lot about him. As if I need any more evidence, I've been fortunate to work with him almost 2 full seasons, and that did not surprise me. But he embraced the challenge that our defense faced and showed why he's a team captain. He was excited for the defense, excited for the plays that the defensive line made. He was constantly in their ear about different situations. He was, because he was a part of the game plan. He understood it. And so I just can't say enough about what he was able to do, how he handled that situation yesterday for the benefit of our team.
Absolutely, Coach. One more, if I can. Hey, Sunday night, the big enchilada. You play for the AFC East title. What's the mindset? What would be the preparation?
Well, we understand what's at stake, and the guys, the players have worked extremely hard to put themselves in this position, and we're going to approach everything the way that we've been doing it. Right now we're in the research phase as a coaching staff. And as soon as we see the players, just start breaking down our plan, breaking down the opponent, and trying to get better this week, trying to improve every aspect of what we're doing, from the fundamental stuff to the situational things, the execution pieces. Just continue to get better. That's how we're going to approach it.
Absolutely, Coach. Have a great week of practice. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Hey, Coach. So you and Coach McDermott and everybody around the Bills kind of always talk about Ed's hard work and how much dedication he's shown to his craft. Obviously, he's in the middle of a career season, after signing a contract extension over the summer. Have you seen a noticeable uptick this year in his dedication to hard work, or is it just kind of the process of being a fifth-year player?
Yeah, well, I can't say that I've seen Ed work harder. As far as I'm concerned, his work ethic and work habits have always been exemplary. Nobody runs to the ball in practice like Ed, or he stands out in that regard. I can't say that nobody, because when we get on the field, the standard for our defense is to run to the football. That's established from the top down. But Ed's work ethic, his all of the things that you have to do as a player to create the habits, to create the reflexes that you need to be in a position to attain the type of production that he's done. He's working. Ed's biggest growth has been situationally. Ed's biggest growth to me has been the execution piece, and his talent is unquestionable, and he's really combining that exceptional talent with some of the things that you can diagnose before the ball is snapped to put you in an even better position.
Absolutely. And then guys talk about how he's so competitive in practice. I've seen him on the ping pong table. He's pretty competitive there too. How important do you think it is to be competitive in practice? Treating practice like a game.
It's one of the first things when you get past position traits, for me anyway, in assessing players, whether they're college players or free agents. It's one of the biggest things for me to look at, is just how competitive is that player. How much does he want to win one-on-one or two-on-one or whatever the situation is, and how does he respond or react when he does, and especially when he does not. And so it's extremely important, because we are a one-on-one. To win as a rusher, you have to be able to win one-on-one. And Ed definitely possesses that mindset. He's very hard on himself and extremely competitive.
Thanks, Coach. Happy New Year.
Same to you. Thank you.
Hey Eric, Happy New Year. I was curious, you said all those nice things about Ed. Did you know he had good hands, that he could catch a pass quite like that?
um, I've seen Ed catch the ball. As a matter of fact, we actually we do ball drills every Friday as a position group. The defensive ends and the defensive tackles. I'm not suggesting that that's why he caught the football, but I've definitely seen. I've observed Ed handle the football nicely and show, just athleticism outside of what he does on a down in and down out basis.
For him to come up with one like that, though, that was a tough catch to come down with. Was that at all like, okay, like a pretty exciting one for him?
Well, it was. It was exciting for him. We were excited as a defense to take the football away on the very first defensive play of the game, at home, and to hear how the crowd responds to that is just it's hard to describe that. And the context in which it happened, Rasul's part of that, the fact that the front came off the ball, they got their hands up, anticipating the quick tempo nature of that particular pass, and then the retrace, because we don't know if that thing is going to be deflected. We're retracing so we can add population if it's caught. And so to be in the right place at the right time, just, I think as much to demonstrate the mindset and the right habits of our defense and our defensive line. But it was an exceptionally athletic play on Ed's part. I don't want to diminish that at all.
For sure. And then I was curious, you talked about how Vaughn handled yesterday, but from your perspective, we talked to Sean about this as well, but what kind of went into the decision from your side to have him not be active yesterday? Anything you kind of observed through practice? And then is there anything specifically you would want to see from him in practice this week? Like, is there anything specific you're looking for from Vaughn?
Well, I think, we just want Vaughn to continue to work and to continue to grow and develop the level of confidence that we know will come from that investment, that work, and some of the rehabilitation things that will allow him to play at the level that he wants to play at, and at the level that we know he's capable of playing at. And so he's already taken tremendous steps with that regard. This is a great opportunity for him to just take a step back and to take a breath and to address those things, to improve the timing and some of the things that will allow him to get to the quarterback the way we all are familiar with. And we'll see that moving forward. I'm very excited about the next time we see Von Miller on the football field.